Alright, welcome, I guess, back a year later. Just Spaz on wheels. I am in Kentucky, near Mammoth Cave right now. I'm actually going to drive down to Bowling Green, check out the local Harley dealership. But I figured I just got a new action camera, the one on my face, right here. And shooting the GoPro on the front here, so we have two angles again. Trying to do audio. Hopefully the audio works from my Cardo into this. If not, I got a couple other options. I know it was working, but it's a little finicky with getting it to work with my phone and keeping all the audio working. And I've got DMC running, so I don't know, Bubbles, if you want to unmute your mic, we can see if it records you at the same time. That'd be good. And we'll check that out. So.
I'm unmuted.
Yep. Alrighty. Well, we'll see. I don't know. I can't tell if you're recorded or not. We'll find out later.
Alright. Hi.
But yeah, so it's been a year. I think August 18th was my last video I did. You can mute again, honey. Otherwise, I'm gonna get all your wind noise from your half helmet. So it's been about a year. We were, I think August 18th was my last video, and then it's been a lot of things going on. So I guess we just, I just never had time for anything. We were a lot of pulling the rig twice. Once on Saturday, once on Sunday for 5 to 6 hours at a stint, so no weekend time and traveling between events and stuff. Hey, look, all the people on the bikes. Maybe we can catch up to them and find out where they're going. Maybe they're going the same place we are. We're all taking back road to get there. Alright. Are you actually turning? I think we are. I don't think they're going the same way. And I don't know the way I'm going, so this is going to be fun. So we're gonna scooch this way. Hopefully I didn't find any like gravel roads. But we're on our way down to Bowling Green. I'm going to check out the Harley dealership down there. And I'm going to get back into motovlogging. That is the goal here. That's why I picked up the Insta. And hopefully I don't have all the problems I did have with my GoPros, at least with, you know, audio recording sometimes and all that good fun. So, also a new helmet. I went from I still have my Ruroc. I think it was Ruroc 2, maybe a 3. Can't remember. But I had a Ruroc helmet. I still do, but like they're just not holding up. It's falling apart. I got pieces falling off and everything else. So I went and bought a Simpson helmet. They were on sale. This is one of the Mod 30s. I think it's also called Bandit. I can't tell how fast this road is. My GPS says 35. But anyways, I picked up this helmet. Loving it so far. I'm sure I would like one of the more expensive, newer versions with carbon and all that good stuff, but not in the picture for right now. Especially buying all the other stuff I bought. Oh, look, I found some curves. Don't know the road, so I'm gonna stop talking every once in a while. Watch out for the truck coming at me from the wrong way. Hey, at least I'd have camera footage of it. One reason on turns like that where they're blind, I don't like taking the inside sometimes because people cut over like that center line all the time. But I also don't want to be on the outside because if I wash out, if I take a turn too far, then I'm in the ditch. So. All right, so what's all that going on? We're still living nomad life. That's why we're in Kentucky. We're here for another week. We're going to be then heading to Tennessee for 3 weeks, then Alabama for 3 weeks, then one part of South Carolina for 3 weeks, and then the other side of South Carolina for 3 weeks, a week in Florida. Hopefully I'll be able to take some time off, and maybe I can bomb down to the Tampa Bay and Orlando spots and meet up, find some motovloggers that I know down there. I don't know them, but I watch them, put it that way. Maybe I can become known with them. But I'd like to meet Blockhead and Shade Tree Surgeon, so I'd like to see Blockhead's garage and everything. But I don't know his schedule and all that good stuff either. So you never know if he's going to be around or what have you. But anyway, so one of the things I'd like to do. But we've been all over the country, primarily the same pass we were a year before. We wintered in New Orleans. We're going to winter there again this year, north of New Orleans by Hammond and Ponchatoula. And then we went over to Vegas for my national dart tournament because I play darts. I won't be doing that anymore because I'm not playing soft tip. I don't play enough league anymore to do that. So I've been playing steel tip where I can, and I'll play blind draws here and there and just have some fun, but not playing as competitive as I was trying to be at least. So, and we're going to spend more time focused on living life and enjoying getting out on the bike, get more camera gear set up and actually use it, and just explore. So like tomorrow, the family, we're going to go and we're going to check out Mammoth Cave. We're going to do the historical tour. There's a whole bunch of different tours out here. So we're going to do that tomorrow, and today we're just going to ride down, check out this Harley dealership. I might bomb around a little bit for a while, and then we'll head home for the night. But I am back. I am still riding the 23 Road King. I haven't really done anything else to it. I think the last video actually didn't have the handlebars though, so I do have my T-bars on here, and I've got a Memphis Shades little fairing on the front. I think it's Road Warrior, so I think that name is. But I installed these myself and did it in a campground nonetheless. And broke a few things because, you know, that's what happens when I take things apart. I always break something. My wife loves it. She loves new builds she didn't expect to have. But as far as, we had a very eventful year because we fried our electrical system in the RV, or the fifth wheel, so in 5-degree weather on a Sunday, best day to do it. And luckily got it fixed that day. They were able to replace everything. It was the shoreline power melted together and fried both connectors. We had those replaced, and then found out our transfer box also decided to go. So that was another $900 for the parts. And then our leveling system went out, so we were manually using rigid power drills to drive all 6 of our stabilizer jacks to get it off the truck, get it on the truck, and park it places. So that was coming out of Vegas, and that was when I was doing the pull on Saturday, pull on Sunday stuff, so that was lots of not fun. But we've got that fixed now too, so we're back in mostly operational order, I would think. I think we're pretty much in operational order. But I think the next thing I need to do is start tracking down motorcycle events that are in the areas we're going to be at, potentially. So if you're watching this and you're from, I don't know, Tennessee, Alabama, we're going down there. Today is August something. What is today? Today is August 17th, 24. I'm going to post this video tomorrow, I believe. So, and what I'd like to do is if you know of any events, bike nights, charity rides, rallies, cool things to see in certain areas. So like example, we're going to be in Natchez Trace for 3 weeks. So if you know that area, I think it's like an hour and something-ish from Nashville. So we'll probably bomb to Nashville for one trip. I want to go. So I'm going to go to Moonshiners Harley Davidson because I want to see their shop. I've never been there. But there for 3 weeks, like I said, we leave next Saturday. And then we'll be there for 3 weeks, and then 3 weeks in Alabama. So if you know anything going on in Alabama, that'll be sort of middle of September, I guess. Going into October, maybe? I don't know. But if you know anything that's going on, leave it in the comments so I know, and I will reply. And maybe even meet up if you're around the area. So. I do want to say it's a lot easier to motovlog when you actually know the roads, because I'm trying to pay attention to GPS, and I don't have the audio playing right now because it does some weird stuff, and I'm worried about the audio quality going into the Insta360. But I'll probably do a separate video and maybe a short on my configuration, how I've got this set up right now. I do have my phone paired and the Insta right now. I went through a couple different ways of doing it to see if I could get it to work the way I wanted it to, but not really sure if it's working fully yet, so maybe this will end up being just a video of me doing audio over it. There is another way I've thought about recording. The Cardo app has voice recording now, so I can leverage that as well. I could record the audio separately to my phone, basically. It'll go into Files app on the iPhone and pull that out and sync it afterwards. So there's another option that really wouldn't require me another pairing, so I would just have one phone paired. And I already synced the audio up between the cameras as is to line up the video footage when I do editing. So, and I'm trying to do everything as mobile as possible. So I'm actually gonna, this whole video will be cut and edited on an iPad. I've got an M2 iPad Pro. I'm gonna cut the video there in Final Cut on the iPad and upload to YouTube from there as well. So, and we'll see if we can get back into a normal rhythm. My goal is to release a video once a week. That doesn't mean that I'm shooting a video every week. I could have 2 videos shot in one day because it's just a lot of content and I split it up. This isn't a bad road though, this is a nice little road. But that's sort of what's going on right now and where we're at and what we're doing. So, my bike, let's see, how many miles I put on this thing? I got 9,500 miles on the bike since I got it, so not riding as much as I would like, but I also didn't do an oil change for too long, so I did that myself though too, so saved some money to buy the oil and stuff. Did a 3-hole change on it, just because it hadn't been done since the first initial wear-in change, but it'll eventually probably go back into a shop just to get a once-over with all the rest of the inspection stuff that Harley-Davidson does at some point in the future when it needs it. Oh, I did lose a tire on this bike too, in Louisiana, just like I did on the Rocket 3 a year ago as well. So that's been my tradition, is to lose a rear tire. Benefit, Harley-Davidson tire warranties, way easier to work with than the ones I had for my Triumph, which was a third-party company. You just show up at the Harley dealership, sign some paperwork, they do it, and it's all free. You walk away. Which I thought was pretty cool. Best warranty experience I've seen, so. I'm gonna shut up and ride for a little bit, maybe talk with the wifo. But something, if my brain works, maybe I'll do some other topics, but I don't know right now, so. But that's current status. Love you. I'm talking to my audience. I wasn't talking to you. Sorry, kidding. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. All right, we're back, and this time I switched it because I turned my camera off and I found out that without touching the camera, I can't really get my Bluetooth back on in the mode I had it in once I turn it off. If I left it on in sort of standby mode, it would just work. So I got to figure out how long standby would last, all that good stuff. But this is really first real day with the camera, so out and about and everything. So, but right now this audio is going into my phone versus straight into the camera footage. Hence, I had to do a little syncy, which I would do anyways with 2 cameras anyways, but now I'm doing it with a separate audio track altogether. So it's not going to be easy to audio sync directly because there's going to be lots of wind noise at 55 miles an hour. But, so this would be another way that I can record, so, and it does typically work with DMC from what I read and what I saw on somebody else's video, but we'll figure that out at a later date because I'm not going to mess with it right now, especially not rolling down the road. Is this gravel? No, please don't be gravel, please don't be gravel, please don't. Not gravel. No whammies, no whammies. Anybody remember that show? Press your luck. No whammies, no whammies.
Big bucks, no whammies, stop! Stop it out.
Don't know where that is. So let's, in this last, I got like 7 minutes till I get there, let me have a little bit of conversation here with you about what upgrades I think the bike needs and some little, just the things that are like, now after hitting T-bars, the number one first thing was handlebars. Handlebars on stock Road Kings are horrible. I'm a 6-foot guy, they do not work for me. And I decided to go with, so I'm running a Thrashing 9.5-inch rise with a high-rise MX bar all from Thrashing. Their grips, which I got to replace one because I wore my throttle went out somehow. It's all twisted up. But the biggest problem I have is with the Road King is I don't like the speedo on the tank. That's a horrible position for the speedometer. Because like, oh, let me see how fast am I going? Let me check my gauges, make sure the bike ain't broken. I don't like that. So I believe it was the Fat Boy, which had the one that's integrated into the bars. I want to see if there's a way, because Thrashin. Wait for my nav to shut up. Thrashin has a top cover for this that lets that gauge go inside of it, which means I'd have my gauge right here, which would be awesome. A little digital gauge to tell me what's going on. I don't know if I can do it though, so I'll have to see. And if I can, I'm going to try to do it at some point in the future. So that's one thing. We need a different seat because, as with all Harleys, the seats are sucky. So we need to upgrade the seat, especially for Bubbles, who needs a better seat for her behind when she's riding 2 up with me. But the real thing is, the real thing is we need to find her another bike so we can ride side by side again. But that'll be on the agenda in the future at some point. We'll get her back on 2 wheels. So, but so seat, suspension. I really want to do suspension. I actually want to raise the bike up and want to go to a 2-to-1 exhaust. I want to get rid of the drag, the long bags, and switch them to more of a regular, more of the chopped style bags. Which, by the way, Harley, of course, now puts on the 24 road glides and everything else. I love that new CVO ST, but man, the price tag on it is out there. So we're gonna keep building up this bike is my plan. So I just gotta, we're playing the financial games and trying to pay off debt right now and stuff like that. So that's gonna be where once we're past that, maybe I'll be able to buy some parts. I want different floorboards, and I want to start accenting the bike a little bit, and eventually get into performance parts. But like, I'm not going to do the 2-to-1 exhaust, any performance stuff, unless I'm doing the cam and everything else, because I got to do a tune. So I need to figure out all the upgrades I want to do and put them all together. So we'll try to do that in the future. But right now, I just the bike's doing good. It's fun to ride. Seat, suspension, then it's all performance and stuff like that. So anybody, I've got 160-ish, 165-ish subscribers. If any of you want to have sponsorship, a sponsor would be great. Maybe then I'll do more content for you. No, I'm kidding. Doing this for fun mostly. If it turns into something down the road, that'd be cool. But I have not been consistent enough for anybody to care. So. But Legend suspension, if you're watching this, you can put some Legend suspension on my bike for me. I'll do some content for you. I don't know how you guys do it. Everybody who actually does this regularly and does a full-time job, I don't know how you do it. It's a lot of work. I mean, the video editing, you shoot say you shoot a half an hour footage. That half an hour can take you a couple hours to edit. So it's extra effort, lots of time. And then there's all the time in between when you're still doing other stuff, like riding around, where you're not always recording. But it's definitely another job. If you want to make it, if you actually want to try to get to the point where you can get some sponsorships and make ad revenue on YouTube I'm not even close to making that. I gotta have a lot more subscribers. I have to have a lot more hours watched on videos. So just go through my whole catalog, everybody, and just watch every video. Just let it play in the background. You don't have to watch the whole thing. Just hit it play. Open up multiple browsers. Play it on all the tabs for me. Give me all the time. That'd be awesome. Then maybe I can get to the point where I get some advertisement pay, and then I can take that money and put it into the bike, or destinations, or another bike for Bubbles. Hey, sponsor Bubbles. Get her a bike. Yeah. So, and if you're new, her last bike was Indian Chief. The one before that was an Indian Chieftain. The one before that was a Street Glide Special, a 17 Street Glide Special, and the one before that was a 14 Softail Slim. So. Just give ideas of what she's rode as her own personal bikes. But so if anybody wants to donate, we're here. We're here to accept. I have to figure out how we're going to make it work in the toy hauler because I don't have enough tie downs yet. But we'll figure that out. Anyways, we're going to get here to Bowling Green Harley Davidson. We're going to check out the store. We'll see what they got going on here. Maybe they even have an event. That'd be cool. But just check it out, and then we'll be back on the road to get some lunch, and maybe I'll even have video there. Who knows? So. right next to a pawn shop. So after you buy the bike, you can pawn it off. Bump. That's a big building. Cool, we made it. There's the bike you need, honey. The green one. Green Road King. Here. See, if anybody has that and wants to give it up, give it. My wife would like it. Alright, we're going to turn you off, and turn this off. We'll be right back. So, we got caught in some rain. I'll put some footage in here. It was good old heavy Kentucky rain. Oh, shit. Alright, I gotta grab my wife's helmet. Well, first I just want to thank everybody for watching. I know that I can't believe I have as many subscribers as I do, even with 100, any more than 100 in general. So thank you all for watching, and thank you for staying around. Because you could have unsubscribed at this point, because I haven't posted a video in over a year. So, I appreciate it. I'll try to do better going forward. Hopefully, you'll like the content. If you don't, that's fine. Everybody's got their own thing. So there's plenty of people on YouTube, TikTok, you name it. So I will start. I'm working on building up social media presence on TikTok and Instagram and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be posting there. I'll probably post a little bit more short content too while we're at it. I'm trying to figure out, what I'm going to cover exactly, but thank you again. Other than that, this is Spaz, and Bubbles is over here somewhere. Oh, she's behind me. See, she's right there. There's Bubbles. Hopefully she showed up. But this is Spaz and Bubbles, and we say, get on two wheels and have some fun. Live life before it's gone. It's a short ride. Experiences matter more than everything else. Talk to you later.